Good morning, this is KELOLAND on the go with all you need to know in news and weather as you start your day.
A 16-year-old boy is in the hospital following a Monday morning shooting in Sioux Falls.
Officers were called around 3 a.m. to an area on East 6th Street just east of Veterans Parkway. Police say a 16-year-old boy was meeting someone in an apartment parking lot.
When he got there, police say there were several other people in a car, and at some point one person pulled a gun and shot the teen in the torso. The boy was taken to the hospital with serious non-life-threatening injuries.
We only had a chance to briefly talk to him because obviously the medical needs come first, so we're looking for information. We'll have to wait to talk to him and hopefully get some more details on that.
Police believe the teenager knew the one person he was going to meet.
We've learned new details about a murder investigation in Charles Mix County. 18-year-old Mackenzie Antelope is charged with murder and assault. Court papers say he is accused of killing Quinlan Ream on May 21st at the Landing Strip Motel in Lake Andes. He is also accused of stabbing another man. Online court records show this isn't Antelope's first run-in with the law. There is also a warrant for his arrest in an attempted murder case in October of last year.
The search for a missing Yankton man last seen swimming in the Missouri River has come to a tragic end. Authorities say 23-year-old Philip Snoozy was last seen under the Meridian Bridge along the Nebraska shore last month. The Yankton County Sheriff's Office says a boater called in just before 4 o'clock Sunday afternoon for a body along the South Dakota shore. The body was recovered and identified as Snoozy. Authorities say this is still considered an open investigation. Now let's get a first look at the forecast with meteorologist Brian Karstens in the Storm Center. Good morning, Brian.
Good morning, Perry. Good morning, everybody. Our weather picture today, we're going to be keeping an eye on the skies across western Minnesota, northwest Iowa. Severe weather is in the forecast for some of these areas. It's a marginal risk for Marshall to about Laverne and Worthington and then all the way down to Lamar's. I do expect that this system will pick up steam as it goes east, so prepare for that if you're traveling east outside of our coverage area toward the Twin Cities or down Interstate 35. You'll see temperatures, though, mid to upper 70s for most of us. It will be a cooler day today as we have some of the clouds and scattered shower chances. Again, the highest probabilities of rain will be east of Interstate 29 this afternoon. Closer look at that with Futurecast coming up in just a few minutes.
Thank you, Brian. For years, the Argus Leader has been the official newspaper for Sioux Falls, but now another newspaper organization is in the running. The Dakota Scout says in a letter to the city clerk they would use a local printing press that would distribute papers at no cost to the reader.
We believe in ourselves, and we're happy to have the competition, and we still have a lot of friends over there. It's not personal, it is a little bit awkward, but we're all just trying to do the best we can for the community.
The council meets tomorrow to vote on the recommendation. If Dakota Scout is chosen, they would become the official paper of Sioux Falls starting July 1st.
Great Plains tribal leaders are kicking off Pride Month with several education events and classes for the public. The first event's topic was the phrase Two Spirits, which tribal leaders say is a representation of bringing back the Native community from mainstream language and to help their culture through these identifications.
Basically what they wanted to do was sort of step away from that mainstream language, and so this word Two-Spirit was developed by them in order to reconnect with culture and spirituality.
Great Plains Tribal Leaders Health Board will continue with several other educational events throughout the week.
Well, June is National Pride Month, and members of the LGBTQ+ community in Sioux Falls are also gearing up for their annual celebrations. Sioux Falls Pride has many celebrations planned for the week, but perhaps the most notable is the Pride Parade on Saturday. It'll be from 9 to 10 along Phillips Avenue.
The weather is supposed to be nice. Let's knock on wood. I'm looking forward to that, and I'm just really excited to see all the people show up. It's empowering to walk the parade and to be around these people, and it's just such a really good, positive day.
Now, following the parade at noon is the Sioux Falls Pride Festival at its new location, the Sioux Falls Stadium. Also new this year is a sensory-friendly shopping experience at the stadium, which will start at 10:30 a.m. And that's a look at some of our top stories.
Now let's get one last look at your weather with meteorologist Brian Carsons. Good morning, Brian.
All right, good morning. As we watch our weather today, well, showers, thunderstorms on the increase. You can see east of Sioux Falls, definitely seeing an uptick in that activity here this afternoon. So keep a watchful eye on the skies with that. Here's a closer look at some showers this morning affecting north central South Dakota. So we're going to run some rain chances into Aberdeen as a result of this. And then as we focus a little farther south through the 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock hour, again, some scattered showers can be occurring, but let's see if we fire up some bigger storms. And right there along that green area that we just showed you, that marginal risk, that appears to be where those storms will fire up. And some hail and some wind with some of those stronger features as they roll east into central Minnesota here by tonight. And then once that feature moves out, the weather forecast will calm down, will dry out for many of us overnight tonight, and we'll pick up some wind in the forecast. In fact, tomorrow, the stronger winds will really get going. Today, we get kind of a sampler of that with a 20 to 30 mile an hour wind for central South Dakota, but it'll be stronger than that tomorrow. And with that wind, there's also a little chance of an isolated shower popping up around Huron and Watertown and Marshall, Minnesota. So some interesting developments there. It's not terribly cool, but just the fact that it's windy will make a difference. And I think that's all part of this pattern change, which gets us going into the weekend as well. We're kind of in a dividing line between much hotter weather to our west and much cooler weather to our east. So we're going to find ourselves sandwiched in between. Well, 70s out there today in the forecast. Sioux Falls will be in the upper 70s. And then after this front rolls through, we'll be in the low 50s overnight tonight. Tomorrow, well, even with the wind, the number's really not that bad. We'll be in the mid 70s in Watertown and 80 Sioux Falls, close to 80 in Rapid City. And then into the extended forecast, it maybe tugs down slightly in the mid to upper 70s for Thursday and Friday, but other than the wind, it'll feel pretty good. I do expect for the weekend there is a chance of some rain by Saturday. Most of that's going to be to our south and west, but we'll keep an eye on that. It's not exactly a busy 7-day. The storm chances are a little more scattered, and there are fewer and farther between. Here in central South Dakota, we've been running a rainfall deficit, and I think we'll probably add to that. It's not a wet forecast. Maybe some chances there Saturday. Monday, still kind of opening the door there to some cooling weather. Maybe we end up with some rain chances there. And then the Black Hills will probably see more run-of-the-mill scattered rain chances toward the weekend as we cool back to the 70s. More details online at KELOLAND.com.